We learn, we grow together.
Welcome to Gen-Zers Timor-Leste.
Hi, I'm Aidden Monteiro. I'm 20 years old. I'm currently in Lisbon, Portugal, the capital. And I'm currently taking architecture as my course. So I'm doing a master's integrated. So basically that means when I finish school, I have my master's degree instead of bachelor. Thank you.
Oh, that's so cool. So, hi everyone. My name is Justo, but people normally call me here Jojo. And I'm majoring in political science, but I'm planning to major in psychology as well. I'm doing the course right now. I'm trying to finish, try to kill all of the requirement from psychology major. So hopefully I can graduate as a double major. I'm in Northfield, Minnesota. It's in the west coast of United States right now. It's actually 2 p.m. What else? Yeah, that's basically it, I guess. Oh, I go by he, him pronouns. It's been good so far. Like I just started my fall semester this September, and a lot of things have changed. And then there's a lot of activities that I participate in and involve myself into as well. A lot of clubs, organization as well. And then the subjects or courses that I'm taking right now is kind of difficult as well, but I'm trying to overcome it. So basically, so far, so good. And then it's getting cold here, but it's fine. I guess, yeah.
Mentally, I'm actually a little you know how you feel like you're lost, but you're not really. It's just that feeling like, oh my God, like what am I even doing? Like you just feel like like that's like the perfect word, like to describe it, like that's it. And for my university, we actually started late, so we started very late. We was like, I think we were the only school in like the university that only starts at the 4th of October, and things has been going well. It's getting cold in here as well. So what else? It's like but it's a good thing that I'm actually able to get like interactions with my friends again, because like quarantine is just like not it, guys. It's not it. Atlos. How odeio los quarantine. Mas pronto, like it is what it is. It's life, and I'm actually excited to go back to school because I just want that interaction. That's just because that's how I live, guys. Okay, that's just how I am. Like I love interaction. Without interactions, I'm just like, I'm like, I don't know what to do without interactions, basically. So yeah. The story is, it's not always like this, Portugal wasn't my first choice. I'm going to be totally honest. I was not planning to come here at all. They did give out the option, but I was like, because everyone came here, I was like, why do you have, like, I wanted to go somewhere else where I can actually like make friends and like just separate. So, it's not good to just stick with like a group of people. So it's not always good. It's good, but it's not always good, So what happened was the Portugal, like how do you say it, inscrição was open. So I was like, okay, but I didn't really pay much attention to it because I was trying to, my original plan was I was trying to go to New Zealand because like quick story, I lived there for 3 years and I think the place is amazing, so I wanted to go back there. But then I saw that the scholarship is only available in February, if I'm not mistaken. but my school, my Portuguese school, because I attended a Portuguese school, it's like this summer. The school ends at July, like mid-July. So I didn't want it to like take like that long of a break, because you know how people, if I take that long of a break, like I would not have I wouldn't want to go to school like itani vontade nessa vontade ba escola hana like my how pessoalmente how ko ba escola também how hein claro los tipo how a cara tu no halo na los itani vontade essa por exemplo ita facilita se cara facilita ita fácil lá então se estatura rei e a bandet essa exagera falei tempo né. Então what happened was I applied to President University scholarship. I got it in, but then my principal and my vice principal found out. She said, oh, I'm actually like, I thought you was going to New Zealand, that's why I didn't say anything, blah blah blah. Like, oh, I'm not like, if I've known that you're going to Indonesia, I wouldn't have let you. I would have talked to your mom about coming to Portugal, blah blah. So like I was like a 17-year-old kid, and I am a very like, I'm easily like influenced, you know. I was like under the influence while I was choosing this course, because I know I wanted to do architecture. Like I wanted like, because let's be honest guys, like if for us at least for me, like from my Asian Timorese perspective, like I wanted to get a course that's actually will help me to earn money, because come on guys, they say, you know, like they say money isn't everything, but really it's like also a little passion. I also have a little passion for drawing and building things, but other than that is like, it's more of, you know, the opportunity, the job opportunities and like the payments. Yeah, basically I'm thinking of my future guys. I'm trying to live in a house with jacuzzi. I'm sorry.
I think mine is kind of a long story though. I think most of you know about my journey, I guess. Study abroad has always been my dream and my plan while I was in high school, even junior high school. So yung momento na ba how karakter sa karak sekolah radio. So a lot of people, they apply for like a lot of different universities abroad, and then one of the main reason how karak sekolah radio, but I didn't have specifically like country that I want to study abroad to, but actually I had a list of country. So I basically wrote a list of country that in my journal. So it was around like 20 countries. I was just, at that moment, my mind was like, oh, I better go study abroad, because I think that this is my great chance to, you know, improve my life and as well as like I can get better education. Yes! No, I got a scholarship here Hong Kong. Sekolah tinang Hong Kong. I was 18 to 19, transition it was like a gap year, but it was worth it. And then I choose, and then so here UWC mo kat may ato remate UWC sila po opportunity kare kita bela apply by study here Europe or here America. I think at that time how here America tamba same, to be honest, America is an easy choice. My how to bela be sekolah ini tamba Europa ni seleção ne terlalu asa tricky demais, terlalu asa ketat. No how here America tamba gente America bela for oportunidade dia my how to tamba America na nação desenvolvido ida. Então for nível for oportunidade dia my how de bela aprender lutang qualidade educação na bema dia. Então here America ne how your primeiro semestre how really how declara kata how kata major here political science, tamba how I think that as a developing country we really need like really good like future leader which they can like help and govern our country, because I think most of the time people like underestimate young people. That's the thing, and then they underestimate like young people's voice, right? And I saw a lot of countries, they how can I say, they push their young people and then they give a chance to their young people to speak and then give their ideas. Even like country like example like Indonesia, they actually the presidents also like choose like young talented people to like have a discussion or like actually taking care of like issues, right? And I kind of feel sad when like, oh, how come our like government is not doing the same thing? So I was like, okay, I think this is the thing that are really important that I need to learn, like how to govern and how to like how can I say, how to establish this kind of like ideas where we give more chance to young people, because young people, we have like, you know, fresh brain and critical thinking, those kind of stuff. So that's one of the main reason I want to study politics. I want to make a change. I want to like improve political situation, and hopefully I can make some change. This is like what I've been planning, but I don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, let's hope. So the second major will be psychology. This is recently, I think not recently, last year, I was just concerned about mental health, and then concerned about the issues that happen in Timor. Halo research kita konaba Timor-Leste mental health. I found out that Timor-Leste is lacking of like mental health resources, and then lacking of psychiatrists, and then a lot of mental health like support for young people, and a lot of cases happening in Timor-Leste as well, like suicide, even like, how can I say, domestic violence that happen to children in the house is like very normal things. Like corporal punishment is like normal things. Even like us, we all face that. So I think that that's really interesting. I think so. As a backup major, I was like, oh, I think I can do something for it, about it. I think I can study psychology. I don't know if I can graduate as a psychology major one day, but I want to learn like the course so that I can contribute one day when I'm back to Timor-Leste. Hopefully, yeah. So that's basically, it's kind of long, but like I hope you guys get it. And it is okay to like still figuring out like what you want to do for your life too.
That
Yeah.
exactly, that's it. And like that's why don't be afraid to make mistakes, or like imagine like you choose the wrong major. Okay,
Yeah.
so go choose the major you want to do.
Yes, are you guys ready? You got your papers ready? Because this is going to be fun, exciting, and mostly like educative. First, studying and living abroad gives me so many opportunities for my future careers. Agree or disagree? Okay. Yes!
I think, yeah, I will agree, because I think study abroad will give you, as I said before, will give you like different perspective. You actually like, you know, because we live in a global world, right? So we not always like some how can I say, like there is a problem that will happen in your country, and some country have like better solution for that. And then I think that's like a basic example that you can learn from others. Like, and then it also can actually like help you in your future career as well, because in terms of like quality of education, and then your experience and how you exposed to like how you like train your mind, and how you being like critical thinking like in here, and then when you go back and you give different views, fresh ideas, that will really help you in your career, I guess.
But I agree with everything Justo said. It's basically you coming out here, you are being exposed to every different type of opinions, words, thoughts. Like it's so that you will learn the, like, you know, basically life hack or some things like that, life experience. So you know how to react or how to handle like, especially people. Come on guys, we cannot, like in East Timor you are very limited, since like East Timor is small. Here you face a lot of people here with different, like, okay, country, nationalities, cultural diversities, and things like that. Not only on the studying aspect, like educational aspect, like Justo said, but also like social. Like guys, come on, like we, like, you know, 100% sure in every line of work we have to have some sort of social skills, you know, like how to deal with people. Like regardless of whatever you do, guys, you have to interact. That's what human being does, like they interact with people.
I choose to study and live abroad because the educational system in Timor does not fit my expectations. Agree or disagree? 1, 2, 3, go. Go.
Hey, it's kind of hard, guys. I'm sorry. I'm conflicted. I'm sorry. I don't want to make East Timor.
It's okay. Just raise. Yeah. Okay. Captured.
For my area, okay. I'm just speaking of my area. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about anything else. It's just my architecture. Okay. I had a family member that studies architecture while they were living with us. So I saw their the things they did. It was, how should I say? It was for me, honestly, I should have like said anything, but from what I've seen and what I have experienced here is like other level, okay, like compared to there. And here, I don't know, it has more of a international aspect to it. But the thing is, it's like the system there are they're not very exposed internationally. Like the resource they have there is not as good as here. That's just period facts, no cap. I sorry, not sorry. But yeah, that's just my opinion. And architecture areas, I don't know what to say like for anything else.
In some extent, I will disagree, because the reason I study abroad is not because I have expectation for university or education in Timor-Leste. It's just because I want to find more like experience. Not that it doesn't mean that like I couldn't find that experience, the same experience in Timor-Leste. But I will have to admit that the process of teaching no deliver education niya mak sidok improve ko dia. Sidok iha atingi target itu hanesang sekolah selo.
Third, I have more freedom when I'm studying and living abroad. Agree or disagree? Okay.
But there's a lot of things about freedom, to be honest. I'm trying to elaborate this thing. Yeah, I guess in terms of freedom, yeah, we have a lot of freedom. Like for example, basically, like we have freedom to choose our major. We have freedom to like how can I say try things that we never tried before. And then there's not always like social expectation or social voices around us that oh, you cannot do that. That's the freedom that like I see here, because I think like when I was in Timor, when you want to do something, there's always people that intervene in your decision. There's always people that say that, oh, you're not fit enough, or you're not good enough for that. I think you're better doing this thing. So those kind of limit our freedom, you know, but like they don't allow us. They just kind of like someone that, you know, in like, how can I say this, prevent us even before we try that. So I speak more of like that kind of freedom. And then I think another thing will be like freedom to organize your life, freedom to how to like manage your time, because some of the some of the cases in Timor, like you cannot do that, because you know, like you need to hear, like you need to follow what your teacher said. Oh, you need to do this, or you need to follow your parents says, like you need to do this, help your blah blah blah. So which is good, I'm not gonna deny it, which is like also good. But here is like more, how can I say, there's a freedom, but you made the choice. Like you make the choice to do what, to how to use that freedom. That's it, I guess.
Here is like, okay, freedom, guys, freedom to express yourself. Here, everyone is something. They're unique on their own ways. Freedom, like universities too, here they don't take attendance, because they literally know you're a grown-ass man or a woman. They're not gonna go behind you and tell, go to class, please go to, you know, you have to go. Like what? They're not your parents. They're there, they get paid to teach you, not like, hello, you home, you're not coming to class today. They're not gonna check up on you. Like that's the thing. But freedom comes with, you know, its price. But yeah, I agree. Here we do have freedom. We do. Period.
I admit that I have privileges when I'm studying and living abroad. Perfect.
So we'll have something, you know, to, because I'm pretty sure Justo has another thing and I'll be having other thing. So.
Okay, go ahead, Aidden.
So for my, like, so you, as you said, privileges in like different aspects, okay? But of course we are privileged to be here, but at the same time, the treatments we get here is not as privileged, if you know what I mean. Like the treatment, the big thing here is treatment. Everyone here is treated the same, whether like education-wise, social-wise, like everyone gets treated the same. So I don't feel like I come here as like, okay, I have the privilege. It's like, I think it's like privilege to come here, of course, because of my family, thank God. But like if it's privilege being living here and experiencing things here, or like the way how do you say it, tratar, how do you say tratar? Tratar here is like everyone is the same. Like, so I don't have like, here I have the same privileges as everyone else, you know, like, so it's like, it's kind of a like, it's each to their own. If he sees it, like if he sees the privilege like that, or I see the privilege like this, you know. So that's on me. Like I feel like I disagree, because here they treat everyone the same. Like it's not, you're not special because you Black. You're not special because you Southeast Asian. You're not, like, you are a human being, if you know what I mean. Like, and I like that, and obviously I like that, and I obviously, because I really hate when people treat differently, like treat someone differently just because of the race, culture, the way they eat. No, but yeah, that's on my point of view. What about you, Justo?
Pretty much the same, I guess. I think what makes difference will be, like, I admit that I'm privileged because I get to like access the good resources here, get to meet people, talk with people, and have better educations. That's a privilege. I'm not gonna deny that. And then, but one thing that I will say, privilege is not always about like it's not always about the terms of like you get these resources, but your accessibility of like, let's say the environment that you are in, and then your background also like support you or not. If we talk about my background, if we talk about my story, what my experiences, like what I've been through until here, I'll say I'm not privileged enough. But in terms of like accessing and then the support here, I'll say privilege. But when Aidden said that she said that everyone's treated similar in here, I will say that I agree that everyone treated similar, and then that makes us like privileged, right? Because we're not gonna find this thing in like anywhere else, because there's a lot of things like happen in like some country that are very, very conservative. The people treat people differently, so that's really bad for people. So I feel like when people at some point, like you think that when people, I kind of see Aiden's view that when people treat people equal, it's kind of not privileged, because you're treated the same way, because people from a different background, it's not equity, you know, it's just equal but not equity. So like, for example, coming from a culture and then a English speaking country, I need more resources for like to participate in class. I need extra time to read, to finish my assignments. That's not a privilege, even though they give us like equal resources or equal. So I need more like, you know, resources to help me. That's my unprivileged background, or that's, you know, I'm not gonna like take away from me, you know, because that's not privilege. But I agree that in terms of like resources, in terms of like education, I will admit that I'm privileged enough.
I have responsibility to give back to Timor-Leste when I graduate. I have responsibility to give back to Timor-Leste when I graduate. 1, 2, 3. Raise your paper.
Primeiro de tudo, asang ita ne la iha obrigação, ok? La iha obrigação hodi halo bot nebe que ema expect husi ita, ok? Nelos que no obrigação. Ita ni obrigação ne, mas how obrigação ne san tipo omak defino ni obrigação rasik, if you know what I mean. Like omak defino ni obrigação. Por exemplo, mas how ni obrigação, makne how escola serviço eta mosan de kodi provide bahani family a better quality life for my family. De my how né how mas set kanyon obrigação. Depois no moça imagina how la gosta tipo ema ser nebe que tal for obrigação mas how então nelos how obrigação né ema ni expectativa matal. Tam nelos how mahakara.
Okay, that was a good one, Aiden. I'll have to admit. But konaba statement now, Sinti, the way I'm gonna answer it, why I disagree, because the word as a nearly fun obrigação de nasi, it's kind of really it's kind of a little bit harsh, and it kind of has a negative I don't know, not negative connotation, but like yeah, negative vibe konaba obrigação nasi, because you're actually, it's kind of like forcing people that they need to give back to community, or they need to do something after they graduate from like study abroad. So tama razão ida primeiro one when hira o tao niya atenção tao niya tayo na noeng katak o tinggi ida na sa obrigação bo o tinggi halo, you're not gonna make it, because it's not genuinely come out from yourself that you want to contribute to your country, you want to like make some change or something. So that's not gonna turn good. Tama boto tuto ni bema ita halo ho obriga, halo ho ha força ka hanesan dever ni bema ka sausi ema participe ma belausion ya rasi nene se turn out la dia kira no se no se resultado la dia. That's why the main one reason how disagree. And the second will be how call it in terms of expectations. You know, when you put a lot of expectation on you, you feel like you carry a lot of stuff on your shoulder, it's gonna like, how can I say, prevent you, hasa prevene o ka halo ola libre ato estuda buat nebe mau gosta. No idanene belemos influencia onia psicologia no onia fisicamente. So as a result, most ola bela tenzi hodi contribui ba onia nação com onia nação ka com a família. Nebe hasa expect obrigação nene, obviously hasa how fear katak emo totu Timoroan hotu hakara halo buat rumah at some point hakara halo buat rumah ba Timor. But when we say obrigação ka obriga, I think that's not the right word. Hasa danela sanesang statement na bema importante, statement na bema loss por itaw ba estudante toto na bema escolaril hodi contribui ba Timor.
I find it difficult to adapt to my school environment and the country that I'm currently living in.
That I find it really difficult. One, because of language barrier. Two, I have, as a Timorese, I have cultures, traditions, which is like, it takes time for me to understand people, the way people live here, and then to engage with people as well. Like, you know, like Americans, they really have different personalities, you know, compared to us. Like you can find like, actually I didn't imagine that I will find this kind of personality in this country. So that's kind of like one example that like I face. So it's kind of hard for me to how can I say, to just go and blend in with people.
That's interesting. Just I thought you would have like popping. You would be popping there, but
Right now, yeah.
right now, okay, that's great. That's good to know. But for me, it was I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm used to like I'm like a social butterfly, if you would say, but before I interact with people, I will observe them first. Observe. So and then I'll decide what my move is. So basically, me honestly, it's not like hard for me to adapt here. But Aidden, well, but no, it's true. It's not that hard. Maybe it's because I'm used to my friend group. In my friend group, they've always been amazed of how social I am, how I can just go make friends, and you know, because here's the thing. Like, I'm gonna bring up this word again. I am sincere. When I talk to you, I am sincere. I like to make friends. My friends from the first year I got here are still my friends till this day. We're in university. That's who, because they're the people who accept me as me. I was just born this way, I guess. It's because I changed. I think it's mostly because of the experience I had in New Zealand. So I had to adapt because I was alone. So if like I said, I want interactions, and like in the first part, I like interaction. So I have to go out and do it. No one's gonna come. You know, if you want to be with the people who you want to be with, you have to give out that vibe, and you basically test the water. And see, like, if people if people they like you, they would like you for who you are, regardless. Like,
my university is inclusive. Oh, nice. Okay, let's go. Who wanted to go first?
I can go first. I think in terms of institutions, I will separate these two, institution and people. So compared to, I think institution, in terms of institution, my college actually has done like a lot of activities which they're trying to include people from different like cultures, backgrounds, country, ethnicities. So they have a lot of, we actually have a center where people, like, we try to include great activity for people from different race, ethnicity, and so on. So that's their like the action that they have, or they're doing it right now. And but I'll have to say that there's still, you know, you kind of get the vibe that you're not included. Not everyone here will include you. Yeah, I can get the vibe too. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but
basically have the same experience as Justo, but the thing is, I hear my friends like I'm gonna be brutally honest, my school really don't give a shit about you know, either you're Timorese or not, because they only see your name, they don't see your race, girl. Like, name, Aidden Monteiro. They think I'm Portuguese because of my last name. But, and like, they don't, I always, since my, I'm gonna be honest, okay, my first, second, third year, I've always done my paper in English, even though I learned things in Portuguese, and they are impressed because I have Portuguese materials. I get all of that, you know, scrabble it in my brain, and then spit it out in English in my paper, because I learned from lecture Portuguese, and it processes in my mind. It turns into English, and then I understand. That's how, like, the thing is, they don't necessarily look out for you, because I told them, yo, I have a very low writing skills in Portuguese. I'm sorry, I only know how to write like stories, kids stories, because that's what I learned and back in my school, because I didn't have the opportunity to learn Portuguese longer. So they're actually very nice. They're very considerate, like they do. And so they would help me. The professors are actually very nice, so they help me. They always give my paper in English, which they always have, because they know that an international student will end up there, Erasmus, because we have this exchange student, Erasmus. It's a European program thing, so they always have papers there. So I don't think it's like I think it's mandatory for them to have. So it was nothing special. I feel not I don't feel special because they always have there. And the students, my friends, they, like I said, they're very individualistic. But when they're with me, you know, but when they're like out there, they have their own things to do. Here, people have their own things to do. Like not like Timorese, where in East Timor, where motor banyer bauma tula malo ransu like that. No, here people live 2 hours away from, they live here, they live on the other side of the river, blah blah blah. So they each have their own life, you know. And I don't mind actually, like, you know, not feel included. I don't mind because personally, as you can tell, I have my own life as well. I'm not bothered.
We live, we learn, we grow together.
Welcome to Gen-Zers Timor-Leste.
Aidden?
Okay, sure. So the 2 challenges I face the most here is so first is time management. So for me, I've first is time management. The second one is what is it? Communication. So I will elaborate on the first, like the time management first. So it's a little bit challenging with time management because you're in a new country, in a new era. You want to do everything. At the same time, you have to balance it with school. So sometimes you get your, how do you say, you get like sidetracked from your goal, you know, like, and it's just that you wanted to do everything. You forgot, you just have like time of your life, but then at the same time you will start to notice if you're school crazy, you will notice you'll go crazy. Yes, oh ano yung barak liu. Wasan de repente sa nemos la diet ba onia saúde mental ho tu, how sente. O tem ser, you know, sa diverte ito ang sa ema kebanyakan ema sarane sa la percebe sira hanuin ka how halima re. Mas how in order to pass, in order for me to learn and relax and nasa inyo vontade hori aprende kari, how tem ser diverte ito, how tem ser halo bot ni beke, halo kontente, how kontente, how mentally and physically, and just, you know, how you vibe. Ne how masa ne tampo nessa how fahe how da ne estuda lite ne sai lite pois asa ne how lose touch how ni kolega sira então awkward fali balukang awkward to asa niya. The second one was communication. Here it's sometimes it's easy to, because due to people as well, you know, the way people here are perceive things, it's just our humor. Sometimes I would say something that's offensive, you know, but I don't know, I don't know that's offensive because it didn't sound offensive to me. Maybe I'm just not sensible enough, but for me, what I say is sincere, you know, and like communication here is very strong. So here you have to say what you want, like, and the way you say it, you have to be careful as well. That's the challenge I faced here. So what I love is the interaction and the experience I have gained from people here. I love that so much. Whether it's bad, it's good, it's a life lesson. It's mind opening to me, like really, guys. Like I'm like talking about it like just gives me goosebumps because I really do appreciate that, like people interacting with people here. The second thing is, what's the second thing I love about Portugal? Portugal is, you know, it's really student friendly, especially in Lisbon. You can have fun without money, as I say, if you're financially not stable or things like that. You can have fun, you can go out, and I love that I love it. I love that here.
For 2 challenges, I will say first, academic challenges. So in terms of, because when you move to the next semester, I think the level of the courses also like increase. So it's very educational term and stuff. So I need to like work harder, and then find like resources from professors, my friends, to help me, like, you know, to get good grade. So that's one of, I think that's everyone like encounter that in every colleges. So that's the main challenge as a student here. And the second will be communication, as well as Aidden have stated already. My challenges communication. I will speak more about like my communication with the people in Timor. So basically, like, because of my schedule and my like activities that I have and school as well in on my campus, I barely text people. I barely have a conversation with people from Timor-Leste. Most of my close friend, we barely talk. Even my family, I just talked with them yesterday after a month, after 2 months, I guess, because I'm being part in like residence life stuff. So I need to, how can I say, help people in the residence. So I basically, I'm really busy, but people will say that, you know, people will say, oh, why you act so busy? But like, this is the situation that I'm really busy. I have a lot of stuff. I cannot, even like my friend, even my closest friend, people who like we are in the same circle of friend. We barely see each other as well. Even my closest friend, which is lives like one floor, like in the same floor as well, we barely see each other. Like, that shows how busy my college basically, it's, although it's just like small liberal art college, but the academic is kind of like kind of pressure students to like get finish everything on time, and then do involve in activities and organizations and stuff. So my communication, my challenge is a communication with my family, and then my friends is kind of like not that good. And I kind of scared that when I go back to Timor-Leste, to build that again, to like, you know, recreate this relationship with people again, try to like build a good communication with people. That's what I fear about. But I don't want to force everything. I just let it go. It's okay. I sign up for this, so I gotta be ready for this too. So yeah, that's the two challenges. For the two things that I love, first, people. I love people here, or mostly international students here. They are really nice. And although that some people are, obviously there's always going to be like someone who's not going to be nice to you, but there's always a lot of support here. Like a lot of if you can find counselors, you can find doctors easily. So the access of resources also really what I love here. Even though the medical bill is kind of expensive, I'm not gonna lie. US medical health is like kind of shit. I'm sorry to curse here, but like it's shit. Yeah, yeah, I hate that. It just basic like normal consultation, and you pay for like almost 100 200 bucks for just consultation, you know. I was like, damn. And then yeah, and then the second one will be I love that people I love that when we are studying here, like a lot of people, they don't actually give a shit about you. They don't care what you're doing, or how you dress, and then how you express yourself. They actually like they everyone here mind their own business. That's what I like. And then only close people, and then people who really like close to you, they probably give you a slightly like their opinions about something that you put it out because they're your close friend. But people that like walking around, they don't give a shit about you at all, even though you're speaking nonsense. But people just like probably they have some like how can I say feelings, or they have some interact like kind of, they got the vibe that something is wrong, but they won't directly tell you because they're just like, oh, mind your business. That's what I like from US. Yeah. That's really good question. Whoever gave you guys that question, I'm gonna like clap hands, proud. That's a good one. So I will say, that's really good question. Okay, I would say not to force everything as a main sentence to begin with, I guess, because you know, a lot of time we ourselves, we have our own expectation for ourselves. Even though people, they might have expectation, they don't directly give you expectation, but you always put the expectation for yourself as well. You always try to be like better person, like the better person in the next day, or in future. So sometimes when we didn't, like, you know, we didn't sometimes we don't, like, how can I say, attain that or meet that expectation for ourselves, we always like feel down about it. We always like, oh, we always feel sad. We're like, oh, we're not worth it enough. We're just worthless, and we have tried hard. We've been passed through everything until here, and then still we're not making any improvement. So, and then that's the thing that I've experienced recently. Like, I always try to be better, and I always try to be like, I want to improve myself, and I want to, like, people to, how can I say, see that, oh, I make an improvement, right? But recently I come to realization that, you know, it's really good that you have like peace in your mind and you have peace in yourself, that you don't have to force anything. You just let it flow, and then if things goes wrong, and if things like doesn't go according to your plan, and it's okay, because it's a part of like life is like always ups and down, right? Like that makes us like human being. That's why I was like, yeah, it's okay, Jojo. Every time when I like have something, like have a bad day, or like something turns out really bad, I was always like tell to myself, it's okay, Jojo. You have tried your best. Now, proud of yourself, and have a rest. Get some good sleep, and get some like chocolate, and just like love myself more in terms of that. I don't want to stress myself a lot, because I think that's the most important thing that any human beings or any young people out there need to put in their mind, that as long as we already try our best, and the result and the outcome is not the same as we expected, and it's okay, and it's okay to start over again. So we always have chance. There's always going to be another day. So be who you are, and then yeah, love yourself, and then be like risk taker. That's the important thing. Put yourself in the risk, because every time when I learn something in here, I always go for things or activity that how can I say, scare me, that makes me feel insecure. When I put myself in the insecure moment, I learn a lot from that. Even though when I talk, I was shaking, but like after I was shaking, I was like, oh my God, what did I even say? Things that make sense. And I go back to my room. I was like, oh, Jojo, you did really good job today. Although you were shaking, but it's okay. At least you have talked. So that was like two main lesson that I learned. Be a risk taker. Second, just don't force anything. Just let it be. It is what it is. Yeah.
Okay, so that one life lesson that I've learned here, obviously, it's being independent. Guys, do not how do you say the word? Do not be dependent to other people. Do not expect other people to do things for you. So me, I've always been the one who's like, okay, I have to do this. I hate favors. Like I I just don't like things people do to me, you know, even though it's family related or blah blah blah. I just do not want to, maybe because it's just like from the experience or like the background I have. People always expect something after they help you guys. And that's on period. Some people does it out of like, you know, sincereness. Again, the word sincereness. But some, like, it's just no. It's like a big no. And like for me, being dependent, I was like, damn girl, you did that yourself. Look at you. I'm like, yes, I did. Pat on the shoulder. Woo! Like, yeah, it's because you being dependent is just you. I have to go and get if I'm in trouble, I have to go there and resolve it myself. And like any documents, any relationships or like friendships. So like the things I do that I want to be like independent. Yeah, that's the word, independent. Did I say dependent on the first? I mean we have to be independent. Sorry guys, yeah, independent. That's the thing. You have to go and do it for yourself. Like if who else is gonna do it for you? Who else will take care of you as like you want it, how you take care, like how you, girl, I'm like blabbing words, but like that, if you know what I mean, like you would want to take care of yourself because you know how you want, like what you want and how you want it to be treated. So be independent. The biggest life lesson is like independence. So do everything yourself. Like it's okay to ask for help. Don't be ashamed. But at the same time, don't be too dependent. Like don't expect people to do things for you. If you are going to study in another country, you better throw that laziness away. You ain't on your country. You don't have your mom. You don't have your dad. You don't have your avó, mãe, avó pai, tia, tio. No. You have to go do it yourself. You have to show them as well, like, I'm a grown-up, guys. You know, yeah, but that's the biggest life lesson, like independence. That's it. Like anywhere you go, that's the biggest thing. Gen Z to me is someone who is constantly thinking about the future, the outcome. So envisionist, like the word I said for my thing. So they sometimes it can define as overthinker. You know, like you know, guys, if you want, but as they say, just to say it, nothing always goes as planned. But the Gen-Zers, I like it because they envision what they want, and because of that, they work hard for it. In order for you to success, you have to envision, you have to know what you want. So the Gen-Zers who succeed, like these days, they have a dream, like I said. So they envision, like, they're envisionists. They know what they want. They're like, ooh, I want that. So to me, yeah, Gen-Zers are very, I'm not gonna say overthinker, but they're like envisionists. That's the word. That's like the perfect word to describe them, for me, at least.
That is true. Yeah. I think for me, it will be like, I think it's kind of related to what Aidden said. I think for me, Gen-Zers like young people who are very social, because the reason is, I think recently, because I think it's because of the era of digitalization as well, kind of contribute to the Gen-Z as well. We engage more to social stuff, to social issues, and then if something like social issues happen in some places, we are the first people that, you know, fight for this, and then actually like promote this, not promoting, I mean like spread the news about these kind of issues. So we are more engaged to the social issues, and also we also have like we genuinely want to make a change as well in our community, and want to, like, especially everyone, I believe that all Gen-Zers, they want to improve their life, and they want to improve others people's life. They don't think about themselves as well. Majority, what I think I kind of get the vibe from the Gen-Zers people, young people especially, that we actually very like social people, and then fight for like social issues. So that's why I think social is the word for Gen-Z. Yeah.
Before that, don't forget to subscribe, like, don't forget to also follow us on @Gen-Z Timor-Leste, Gen-Z Talk Timor-Leste on Instagram, and also follow Aidden and Justo. We're going to put theirs on our description box, and we'll see you on our next video. Bye!
Ciao, ciao.